That wasn't nice, though.
You're awake. Did you feel it too?
Definitely.
It was like the archdemon saw us. Saw us! What does that mean? I think... Wait. Did you hear that?
It definitely does feel like the person saw us, yes. I would say that much. It's definitely the interesting situation when we are actually gonna all be here to fight, but on the other hand, they all fight by themselves. It's good that we have some equipment for them, though. Well, they will do what they do, I guess. Let's go help Ben. No. Boone definitely is the one that needs the most help here. There. Now Boone can heal others rather than just be in that sort of a situation. Liliana is also a bit on trouble. Little bit. Where's Morrigan? Did Morrigan join us in here? Yeah, Morrigan is there.
I guess it's like Duncan once said. We can sense them, and they can sense us. We'd best be more careful from now on. This camp isn't safe any longer.
What will they send next? Darkspawn tax collectors?
Fortification should be built around the camp.
Can't get a bloody night's rest.
How unnerving.
It will be more difficult to sleep here now.
What, no trap? No ambush? Huh. Some assassins.
It is done. Let us move on.
But yeah, that was a little darkspawn attack against us. Not the best.
Ask away.
But then basically like in the normal situation. But yeah, I had another dream about the archdemon.
Yes, me too. And I got the feeling at the end there that it saw us, was aware of us, whatever you want to call it. Could have just been my imagination, I suppose. What do you think?
I don't think you're incorrect. I think you're probably right.
You know how some people want to be right all the time? Me, not so much. I guess one thing is certain at least, isn't it? It's official. This is a blight.
Sure is a blight. Okay, but that just happened. But I guess I will now otherwise do what I was planning to do, as in head out. Just as I was before.
Yes.
But then that happened, which kind of was ruining the mood a little bit.
Indeed.
So about my plans then when we are heading to this Denerim location. Well, basically of course the most logical thing would have been just going straight back to the castle and so on and forth. But after all, if I'm thinking about my character, that would be the more logical thing than doing these sort of things. But I just wanted to get some stuff out of my inventory and so on and forth. So I guess in that sense it's alright that I do something that isn't maybe completely in character. In character, it would be more sensible to go here straight away. But I just wanted to get some stuff out of my inventory, get it into here, and, well, the enemy is closed now, so why not just go and take care of these things that we can in here in the meantime too. Even if it wouldn't be the most sensible thing, but I think it's alright. We do also have some of those mage collective tasks that we could try to do in here, so I think we will try to do that stuff too at the same time. Doesn't seem like the worst anyways. There's one apprentice too, so we can definitely start by talking to him.
I have work to do.
Since that the computer is a little bit slow at this moment, but I have a note here from your master.
What does it say? I knew this would happen. Just when I was starting to get good. Well, thanks, I guess.
You're welcome, I guess. But yeah, there was another person at least in here too, still, I'm pretty sure. Wade's Emporium. I think we could go and visit there. I was thinking indeed that there should be the few shops that we would like to visit.
Going.
And Wade's Emporium should be one of those that should be alright to go and visit. I think he's the armor smith we actually need, now that I was thinking.
Welcome, friends. Welcome to Wade's Emporium. We have the finest armors in Denerim, maybe in all of Ferelden. How may we assist you?
Well, could you be making some dragon scale armor?
You have what?
Dragon scale? Real dragon scale? Marvelous. Look how it reflects the light.
How did you get... No, I don't want to know.
Alas, traveler, I must confess I have not the skill. Why, oh Maker, do you torment me? If you find Drakescale, sir, and if I could practice then, one day, I could make a fine set of armor for you.
Oh, there, Master Wade. He does get terribly emotional at times. Come again.
Well, let me give you the Drake scales then, eh? I don't think I've actually ever talked about the dragon scales first, so that's kind of funny to hear how it's like, oh, if only I had the skill. But yes, you can practice with the Drake scales, that's totally fine by me.
Welcome back. You looking for fine armor?
Maybe. Can Wade make something with these Drake scales?
No, no, he can't.
Did I hear right? You are a woman. You have Drake scales?
Yeah, indeed. I do, right here.
Look at this, Heren. It's real. Some never see a single scale in their lives. I must make this. Tell the, customer, is it? I'll drop everything to work on this immediately.
Ah, how kind of you. Will it take long to make?
It will take however long it takes. Don't rush the masterpiece, my good lady.
Yes, that's right. It could take months, years even. You should just leave.
It won't take that long, Heren. Unless I did some inlays of... Oh, I know.
Yes, it wouldn't be complete without the, inlays. Of course, the customer would have to agree.
Are you sure you can make quality armor with this?
I'd stake my life on it, friend.
Where is your humility when we really need it?
So how much will it cost?
Cost? I should be paying you, friend, for the right, no, the privilege.
Pay him? No, Wade, no. We'll charge you.
I'll hear nothing of that, Heren. This is my shop, and working on Drake scales won't cost a bloody Elysian penny.
All right. Well, that guy does kind of say that they would kind of need some money, but sure, I'll pay 10 sovereigns extra, make it good and quickly.
Excellent. You won't regret it. Think of the possibilities, Heren. Think of it.
I'm trying to stop.
So you can get some gold. See? You didn't just get nothing. Master Wade is crafting you trick scale armor free of charge. It may take some time though, but I did give them 10 gold. It's fine.
You're here about your order?
I've barely even begun and you're pestering me.
I wasn't trying to do
get
that.
back to work. Come to see our fine goods before they sell out?
Let's see what you have for sale.
Certainly.
I just wanted to check this. I guess I can take the metal shards, why not, if I'm trying to make some traps some days, as long as I don't get my inventory completely filled with everything. Let's see, do you have anything interesting? But yeah, it's nice to get these things taken care of anyways. Even if we could have also gone and... well... Why aren't those? Is it just a stack of 6 always? Interesting. I didn't know that they only stack like that. But yeah, I don't have that much that I would want to sell, so...
You're here about your order.
No.
Oh, get back to work.
How are you getting by the way?
Oh, marvelously. Wade isn't doing any more orders today, and I have the joy of dealing with customers who had orders that were supposed to be done today. Walk the streets carefully. If some people knew you were the one with the Drake scales, well, it wouldn't be pretty.
How nice. Well, at least I gave you 10 gold. You shouldn't be that bad, mad about it. Farewell.
Come again.
Okay, let's go and do some other shopping elsewhere in here then, considering that's gonna take a while. Just a teeny tiny bit of a while. Wasn't there like the... Well, I guess we could meet the brother Genitive too, even though it's a little bit weird maybe to go there first before the other location, but I guess it's fine. But I do want to at least visit that Imperium place. I guess the tavern is good too for maybe checking if they would have the certain corruptor agents, it was right, that we needed at least one more for that one medicine for Orzammar, so that could be nice to get if they would happen to have something like that for sale.
What can I get you, stranger?
Let me see what you have.
Right, I'll show you around.
Concentrator agent, but I don't think... Well, I guess that's the one that we need. Yeah, distillant concentration agents, we just have one. It's like trying to remember, what is it that we need? Let's, I guess I can take 5 of them, just in case we have some other need for them, but that seems to be separately, so that's kind of weird. Okay, nonetheless. Distillery agents, we still have a reasonable amount. We do have a reasonable amount of flasks too, but let's buy some more, I guess. Why are these not stacking? That doesn't make much sense to me. Why are they not in the same stack? Sadly, well, I guess we can buy that recipe just for the fun of it, and that fun, just so that maybe we can craft something like that if we want to at some point.
What can I get you, stranger?
Should I really be doing something like that? Strictly not legal. But on the other hand, we are trying to be better at it rather than just stealing everything. Any rumors that you would have heard?
There's outrage over what Tyrn Loghain did to the hunters out of Oswin, letting a man starve, helpless. I think Tyrn Loghain meant that to be a lesson, to make everyone think twice about continuing this fight. It's going to do exactly the opposite, you ask me. Anything else you need?
Yeah, I think that's a foolish thing. Any other rumors?
Of all the strange news, everyone is talking about some brother in Denerim claiming that the Urn of Sacred Ashes has been found. Actually found. I understand the Chantry is a bit skeptical and probably won't get a chance to deal with the brother's claim until after the war is ended. But it's incredible even so, don't you think? Anything else you need?
But yeah, about that Urn of Sacred Ashes, never seen this. What will be the result when we actually didn't stop the brother Genitive? Because I've always stopped it, so I have no idea how that will work out. Any other rumors?
It seems a group of Loghain's men were ambushed yesterday near Highover. I don't know who did it, but the men were hit while they were camping for the night. A whole lot of them taken by surprise. Their tents were set on fire with arrows, and I hear 24 died. Nasty business. Anything else you need?
Quite nasty. Let's hear one more rumor.
It seems that Tyrn Loghain has responded to the ambush on his men near Highover. Group of his best hunted down the ones who did it. All of them hunters out of Oswin, Ban Valdric's men. I hear Tyrn Loghain ordered them all strung up on poles. Then they were left up there to starve, pleading for mercy. I hope that isn't true. That's a grim thing to do to someone.
It sure is.
Anything else you need?
Maybe I need to listen to more of them. I feel that I actually have been listening to a few of the rumors. Maybe today, also while we go back to the camp, I could listen to what our dwarven fellow shopkeeper says in the rumors. They are interesting to hear, just often I completely forget to do it, even though I should listen to them.
Heard from a dwarf the other day that smoke was rising over Oswin. Revolt, he says. Tyrn Loghain is trying to put it down as we speak, but I understand it's not going well. Anything else you need?
One more?
There's news come out of Redcliffe at last. Seems that Arl Eamon has come down with some deadly sickness, probably the blight, and he may even die. If he does, that probably means no one else can stand up to Tyrn Loghain in the Landsmeet. Rather fortunate turn for Tyrn, no? Anything else you need?
Fine, one more.
The dwarves have themselves a new king, I understand. One chosen by a Grey Warden, too, if you can believe it. A lot of people are hoping this means they will help us fight the Darkspawn now. Anything else you need?
One more. One more.
More trouble in the land, it seems. As panic begins to rise from the Darkspawn's approach, there's more and more word of riots. Guarin, Denerim, Highever. There's trouble everywhere. There are people already fleeing north for the free marches. They say that Ferelden's all but lost. You think that's true? Anything else you need?
Who knows? I don't know. It's Ferelden all but lost. We'll definitely trying to be saving it at least in our own way. Loken, I'm sure, is trying to save it in their own way, even if it isn't a good way. I'm sure he wouldn't want the plight to be taken over after all, but it's just that he doesn't get it, he doesn't understand. Fine, one more. I always say one more and one more and one more, but it's like, there's so many rumors that I haven't listened. I'm stupid for not having listened earlier.
I hear from folks traveling the East Roads that there's werewolves in the Brazilian forest. Actual werewolves. They haven't been around since the days of Dane and his ilk. Anything else you need?
So it's apparently not normal to have the werewolves around. I didn't know if they would be common or not in Ferelden or the other areas in the Dragon Age Origins world, but seems to be pretty rare then. Let's go and visit Genitivi, why not? While I'm here in Denerim, might as well. As thus, of course, it's not the end of the world not to take the medicine or the urn of sacred acids immediately to the Earl in the Red Cliff, just for the reason that it's not like he was that deadly ill that he would die at any moment. It seemed like he was stable, he just wasn't getting better, but he wasn't getting worse either. So in that sense, it doesn't really matter when we take the urn to there, but on the other hand, you really haven't cleaned up those bones yet, eh?
If it isn't the champion who succeeded in the quest for the Sacred Urn, I had not expected to see you so soon. I've written to the Chantry, telling them of your adventures. They are interested in having me lead an expedition. What do you think of that? I'm quite excited.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I'm happy that you're excited.
You made this all possible. I could never thank you quite enough, but I'm certainly going to try. Here, take this reward. I want you to have it. It will certainly do more good in your hands than lying around in this dusty house, eh? And if I can ask, have you gone to see the Arl? I have heard no news.
Not yet. I have not gone to see him yet.
Then hurry. I pray it's not already too late. And now, if you will excuse me, I have so much to prepare for. I wish Waylon was here to see all this.
I wonder if what is the difference? Like, would actually coming into here actually kill the Jarl? I doubt it though, because it seems that he was just totally fine before, so it would be kind of still strange if it now suddenly changed it. But well, we did get a Master's Humor rune, I guess. Some spell resistance, it's alright. It's not that much though, but yeah. Something nonetheless, something. But yeah, just I guess after this we can camp, then go to Red Cliff, and then after that, that's a weird situation going on in there. But then what would be the next thing? Probably visit Orzammar quickly, go and take the medicine now if we can craft it, / do the other Mage Collective quests and so on for it. Because I was pretty sure that there's one in here too.
Yes, make it quick.
I have a note.
Strange. Let's see this. I knew it. I gave that man the best 7 weeks of my life. Well, I guess he won't have me to push around anymore. Ha!
Only 7 weeks, though. It's not like you were actually serving him that long then. You can't say that you would have.
What shall we do?
Do some of this stuff. There's the injury goddamn kit. But that's not what I want. I want this. Dwarven Verticide Antidote. The antidote for an exotic dwarven poison. Any other effect are secondary and unintentional. This potion cures the use of effects like sleep or paralysis. We definitely needed that, even though now we can't basically grab nothing more and we don't have much ingredients, but what can you do? So it is. Then let's also check the quests exactly. Denerim, of course, those strange scrolls. Yeah, you have taken them in hopes that someone you encounter on your travels may be able to translate them. Thundersport, you learned that Master Facil of the Guild of Fairy Sailors was robbed by foreigners. Sextant. And find Drexel, but I guess those are not something... Well, I guess I need to do them in Denerim, but I guess it's not something too big of issue right now. But this is basically the one that I was... Notice of Damnation, yeah, one more in Orzammar somewhere. I'm not really sure where, but somewhere in Orzammar, otherwise done. That's in the Perkilian Forest, we have not been there yet. Find 5 scrolls of Panaster and return them to the Mage's Collective. Don't think I have 5 scrolls yet. You have delivered 10 lyrium potions to Knight Commander Harriet. Return to the Mage's Collective for your reward, however. Do I have how many scrolls? Could there be more scrolls of Panaster? Not sure. I do have some of them, that much I know. Yeah, 4. It's not like I have to visit there yet.
Welcome to the wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the Circle, as well as a variety of antiquities. Is there anything you would like to see?
Plausibly. Plausibly, I guess I could buy this too, then we could even make the potent lyrium potions. I do have the money, so fine, I'll do it. That's a crater potion. Sure, I'll buy the trap. Sift sulfur seep. Not sure how that, or what sort of a thing that actually is, so sure, I'll buy it. Crater, Ice, Salm, Farm, Spawn, definitely will never use them. Those are then poisons, but I'm definitely not learning the poisons yet, so probably not the best idea to go and get even those yet. I'll just buy these, because why not? Demonic Ichors and Fire Crystals and... I don't know if I should buy these off, because it feels that I usually don't use these sort of things to the best effect and they take some space. But hey, I kind of like to try to experiment, maybe. This isn't logical just for the reason that I'm not actually using that much of the gold damage. I'm using the electricity that we already have. That's fire, those are normal. Land of the Lion. Nature damage. And Reaper's vestments do seem pretty good. I wonder if they look like the other robes of what Morrigan has, or if they don't. They're definitely interesting, however. 12 armor is pretty nice. 10% chance to dodge attack, spell resistance even. I don't remember what's the difference when the robes of possession give 12 defense rather than 12 armor. Well, both of them are good regardless. Mana regeneration is also cool. It's difficult to just choose if some of these would be worthwhile things to get. Increase this experience from Codex. Doesn't make sense to get anymore. Ring of Rages, a lot of resistances. Maybe some Grandmaster rune or something. Paralyzed, chance of paralysis. That could be cool. To give maybe Alistair sword or something. To try to always paralyze. Sure, I'll buy it. I gotta use my cash somehow, right? That's a lot of just physical resistance. I guess I could take this. Maybe we would like to use it. Have too much stuff though in inventory once again, but hey, I used the cash somehow. A little bit at least. So that's something. But yeah, I do have to consider if I want to try to, for example, do some of the tavern quests for... Well... But I usually don't do them, and... I don't have to be a thief anymore. I used to be, but it wasn't by choice.
Dwarven Crafts. Welcome back. Is there something else you'd like to look at? Only the finest crafts, straight from Orzammar.
Sure.
Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim.
That's what you claim at the very least. Torval's luck. 151 goddamn gold pieces for this. She's incredible. Mole. It does have some extra stamina and stamina regeneration, which does sound cool enough. Meteor Sword. Diamond Mole. Silverite Rune. That does sound like an alright one too. We could buy this, of course. Oh, you actually have a backpack that I haven't realized. Definitely will buy that. My god, that also already helps so much. At least have one backpack extra. Why didn't I check your goddamn stuff back in the day? Now that's a good question. Why didn't I? Because I was full. A fool, I tell ya. I guess we could buy this too. Then we at least have it, even if we don't really, I don't think, need it. It's not like I'm gonna make anyone else a berserker. Although I guess someone like Sten or someone could unlock it. They didn't really have anything good to take anyway, so maybe. At least they definitely will not begin to be a berserker, because that just wouldn't make sense in my opinion. That definitely wouldn't. But hey, I bought some stuff. We did some stuff. That's all good and fine.
Going.
So should I go and visit the campsite quickly? And then head here? Sure. Let's do that. It's not like I'm gonna visit here for long. Let's just check quickly. Maybe the enchantments and those things basically. Then we can actually proceed.
Enchantment?
Indeed. Yes.
Enchantment!
Enchantment! Duncan's dagger has this at the moment, and then electricity damage. But even I could just have, of course, this, where is it? Paralysis rune. Duncan's dagger, should I have it on that? The other weapon that I was using was the Dead of Tyke Sanker. I guess we could have this chance of paralysis in this one. Sure, sounds cool. Then Tet Tyke. Don't think I want that. Frost Rune. Frost and Flame. I wonder how that works. Frost and Fire at the same time. But sure. Marik's Blade then on the other hand. Definitely could have something better than just those things. Maybe the Grandmaster Flame Rune, and then I could have just this sort of a little rune, or just have the maybe some resistances. Spell resistance, for example, could be okay, or it does make sense for a Templar to have something like that. It's nice to have some better ones though. Then Asturias Might also is equipped by Alistair, but is in the secondary slot, so it's not as important as the Nutcrusher then on the other hand. Let's see, what does the Nutcrusher get? Frost, sure. And where's the Hail? That's the Hail, but I guess that's all that there is for that. I guess we could go for the damage versus Darkspawn, a little bit extra damage for it. Okren also does have the Usaris that we could at least use always in the battles against dragons, but a little bit unsure about that one. Those are definitely not all the best ones. Let's see, did we have any others equipped that would actually have something? Not really. So, let's see, then Starfang for Sten. Let's put some fire damage. It's just mastered though. Yeah, those are mastered. There's not the very best ones anymore. Nope, all of the very best ones have already been used. I'll give you that nonetheless, and then Alistair's, or I guess Usaris for Okren could have the Master Lightning Rune, and I guess that, because yeah, the dragon will be doing a lot of stuff, but on the other hand, you would already be using the indomitable pose, so you wouldn't need it that much, I guess. But I guess it's fine. You can have it nonetheless. You can have some physical resistances too. It's fire damage. Have some spell resistances. And Azurian Smite. Was there the Sevron weapon? Here's Sevron's weapons. Topsider's Honor could have one of the... Let's keep Frost. Spell resistance and chance of paralysis, sure. And the other one can have the slow rune and some lightning maybe. And Asala by then could still have something, but it's not really the main one in use, sure. That one, I guess the rest we can give away. Other than maybe the expert one, but that's some stuff.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
So, wanna tell me any rumors?
Alessa Isolde, the young Orlesian woman that married Arl Eamon, I hear tell she tried to poison her husband so she could marry his brother, Bantegan. Maker's honest truth. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Definitely not the truth, but sure. Heard any other rumors?
Some hunters who range into the Brazilian forest say that a Dalish clan there has fallen to some kind of sickness. The blight, most likely, poor sods. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Anything else?
I've heard a rumor that the reason Queen Honora has never produced an heir is that she's barren. It's a curse from the Maker for bringing a commoner into the royal line. Until someone of royal blood is put on the throne, there will never be an heir. It seems the royal line of Calenod has been broken for good now. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Sure, Whis. Anything else?
I heard a strange rumor the other day. King Cailan was not really Merrick's son, you see. Merrick's real son is hidden in the bowels of Denorum's palace and has been since he was born. I suppose they feed him cakes all day to keep him content. Maybe he's simple. Or a mage. Merrick's real son, a mage. Can you imagine? That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
No, that's not quite the truth. Alistair is a bastard, though, as in not from the same mother then, but is Merrick's son. But sure, you definitely have some rumors to tell.
I don't know what to tell you. Nothing I can think of at the moment.
Alright, thanks. That was a lot.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? I'm sure you'll be pleased.
I don't know if I will be buying anything from you, but I'll just check quickly. I'm sure that I checked pretty recently anyway, so I shouldn't be really buying much, but I'll just concentrate your agents. You would have had them too. I somehow just completely didn't realize that you have them in here. But of course you do have some expensive stuff. Most of it is relatively cheap though. Most of it. Of course these are interesting enough, these sort of ones, but they stay here just fine after all. No need to worry about those. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that I saw also the mirror for sale somewhere as a gift, but I either must be mistaken, or that is of course a really good one, really good amulet in more than a few ways, but it's not the end of the world that we haven't bought it. We could buy that, I guess. Or we can just go and do alright with the ones we have right now. Grandmaster Slow Rune. Let's see, Quaternary Prayers of the Dead. But some of these I'm not even sure, like these which are sheep. They may be a little bit stranger ones because they some of that DLC sort of thing or something. Chastity Belt is so weird. There's the wolf belt that we brought, but yeah, don't see a mirror here. I must have seen it somewhere. I'm kind of confused. Where would it have been? Guess I should sell these things too, because why not? What do I do with them in here? Then let's just go and quickly give some of these runes. Oh yeah, I could have given gemstones too to these dwarves, but it's a little late now. Kill all the journeyman runes. And also then the novice runes. Somehow just completely forgot. Oh yeah, I should bring gemstones to the dwarves, but I just...
You are wise to invest in the effectiveness of your followers.
Thanks. Was there something else I wanted to do? Maybe. I was talking about the fact that maybe Sten could level up and take the Berserker, maybe. Doesn't have anything after all yet. It does give 2 strength and 10 health, so sure. That makes sense. Apparently you can take something from here too, but I don't have any idea what you would take, so... Herbalism, I guess. Just for the fun of it. Yep, I guess that's alright. Let's go. Venture Fort. Alistair, Okran, and Morrigan.
Indeed.
Let's go and take the medicine to the Redcliffe Castle, and thus to the Arl, and see if the Urn of the Sacred Ashes can help him. Let's see what sort of encounter we have as well. Oh, a shopkeeper. That's cool.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegrin can give you a discount.
Thanks.
Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
Times have changed in Orzammar, but let's see the discount. That's true. The times certainly have changed at this moment. I don't remember what he had, so let me just have a quick look. That's kind of interesting, the Warting crossbow, but not that we need it by any means. But it is interesting enough, regardless. Fire resistance and all those sort of things. But yeah, don't see anything actually that would be interesting. No gifts or anything. I did buy all of those sort of things. Yes, sir, we shall continue on our way and safely then make it all the way to the Arl, and then we can go and have a look through all of that stuff. How the Arl can maybe get better, we'll see exactly. But yeah, didn't this, I think that's just the frost, that's the fire. I have lightning and fire and frost too, I guess. That does look kind of confusing looking with the frost and the fire effects, which I think are both in that sword now, but it's okay, I guess. But here we are. Back to the Arl. A little bit later than I should have, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm sure it's okay. So, how have you guys been, Sir Pert?
It is good you resolved this demon business. Now we must either revive the Arl or allow Bantegan to take his place.
I wonder how that would work if you would just, can you allow Bantegan to take all the Arl's place? Well, at least in the situation if we had killed him.
You return. Might you have news?
So what is Arl Eamon's condition?
Unchanged, I'm afraid. We've tried more magical healing, but nothing works. As time passes, I become more and more convinced the urn might be our only hope.
Well, I did find the urn, so it's good that he is still in the unchanged condition.
You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
Let's do so. Let's do so indeed. There we go. Magical healing ain't doing much. But the Urn of Sacred Ashes has,
Where am I?
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here?
Where is Isolde?
I am here, my husband.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He lives. Though many others are dead. There is much to tell you, husband.
Dead? Then it was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it.
Indeed.
This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, you have not only saved my life, but kept my family safe as well. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service?
That would be just... I need no reward from any human lord. If I was to be a daily self, that would be a perfect option. If you would be like humans-ish. But yeah, most of the time I always choose this for obvious reasons. Just feels the right thing to do, but we're not quite like that. So if you'd like, I won't object.
Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
Yay. Thank you, Your Grace. But there is much else to do now that you're up, so no much time for celebrations, though.
Indeed. We have no way of knowing what Loghain will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man, one who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Cailan, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end.
But you can unite the nobility against Loghain, can't you?
I could unite those opposing Loghain, yes. But not all oppose him. He has some very powerful allies. We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn.
But once everyone would learn what he's done, considering he did kill the King Cailan and also, well, was trying to destroy the Grey Wardens, destroy our reputation.
I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has occurred.
Alistair would be a terrible king. You intend to put Alistair forward as king?
Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing.
My blessing? Why do you need my blessing?
None of this would be possible without you. You led Alistair here. You saved my life with the Urn of Sacred Ashes. It's your lead I follow. I am a credible enough figure in this nation to call the Landsmeet, but I hold no illusions that I could face Loghain without you. Surely you see that.
I guess it's understandable. So, do you think this Landsmeet idea will work?
That depends. If we cannot get a consensus in the Landsmeet for Alistair, we cannot afford to oppose Loghain either. Does that mean Loghain could win? A man who killed his own king, who has gone mad with power? Perhaps. We must see that he does not.
Well, what's stopping Loghain from just attacking Redcliffe?
Why do you think he had me poisoned? He wanted me gone without having to confront me directly. If I call for a Landsmeet, refusing the compromise and attacking Redcliffe will only support our accusations. I'm sure he'd rather I died from the poison. Had the demon not interfered, that's exactly what would have happened.
That's true. That is certainly true. Wouldn't it be just easier to simply kill Loghain?
I'm not sure that would help our cause. We would become the criminals, and our accusations would become excuses. Furthermore, I'm not even certain where Loghain might be.
I guess that makes sense. We don't really know where he is. He could be anywhere. What if we defeated him in battle? Well, I do know that, it's not like we have that many troops and Darkspawn is the real enemy, so it is better that we wouldn't, but what if?
Unless we convince some of Loghain's allies to abandon him, that's not likely to happen. Our army is not large enough. As a Grey Warden, you may gather allies to you, but we need those forces to face the Darkspawn, not to battle against our own.
True. So, do I even really have other options, though?
You have already found allies, but we need those to fight Darkspawn. I truly believe the Landsmeet is our best option. We could attempt to wage a military campaign against Loghain, but even if we win, would we have enough left to defeat the Darkspawn?
No, but neither would Loghain.
Perhaps Loghain gambles on this attitude, that everyone will decide facing the Darkspawn is more vital than facing him, so that he leads us against the Horde.
Well, it does seem like I have kind of little choice in the matter.
Very well. I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him. Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I have done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf?
It's true that he has cooperated willingly. I guess that's the most logical thing to say. He has cooperated willingly, though he has little choice.
You damn him with faint praise, I see. Then there is nothing more to say. Jowan, I hereby sentence you to death. May the Maker show you the mercy we cannot.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, back to the matter of the Landsmeet. It will take some time to recall my forces and organize our allies. I would prefer to wait until that is done before calling the Landsmeet. In the meantime, I suggest you pursue the remainder of the Grey Warden treaties. We will need all the allies we can get if we are to defeat the Darkspawn Horde.
I kind of feel bad for Jowan, but on the other hand, it's not like I actually know Jowan. As a mage, I used to know Jowan, and then I was like, yeah. But yeah, I do think that he is also feels very willing to repent. But at the end of the day, that's well, I chose as I did now. I'm not sure if I should have chosen as I did, but it is done nonetheless. Let's see, trap making extraordinaire.
Yes, my
And yes, Alistair, you can level up. You can definitely become the champion. So +2 willpower, +1 cunning. The champion is a veteran warrior and a confident leader in battle, possessing skill at arms impressive enough to inspire allies. The champion can also intimidate and demoralize foes. These are the heroes you find commanding an army or plunging headlong into danger, somehow making it look easy. That is exactly what Alistair will be. A champion. I don't actually remember at all, and I probably have never actually unlocked the Reaver, so don't remember how that would have been unlocked. Yeah, haven't really been able to do that one. But yeah, I do feel bad for Joe1, but it's not like I know him by any means.
We are still not yet ready to call the Landsmeet Grey Warden. Eschew your treaties and return with new allies, if you are at all able to.
My husband lives thanks to you. I am grateful.
I am grateful too.
You have restored Eamon. I am most grateful. It's up to him what happens next. If anyone can force an end to the civil war, he can.
Alright, but that is otherwise than done. I think it actually is here. The exit from this castle to the courtyard. Dragons were once worshipped by the ancient Tevinter Imperium and existed in harmony, I guess, with them or something. That's actually very interesting. That's definitely something I didn't know. Oh, well done, though, indeed. Extremely well done. Let's gather ourselves and go back to the Orzammar, I'd say. So we can try to find that one more apprentice and take the medicine. Maybe see if that one woman would have some reward for at least this point. We'll see. Probably Redcliffe battle forces then. We've had the mages and we've had the dwarves. Now Redcliffe has been restored to the best of our capabilities. And yes, that's 4 Redcliffe soldiers. Not that much though. Not that much. Darkspawn. Let's see, let's do the sleep. You guys over there, sleep. Sleep forever. And Alistair, you will just run over there as fast as you can. Well, at least that one should be in that area. Not many others, however, sadly. You can do that though. Just to make sure that it stopped. And that guy is actually not something I would enjoy having around. You can do that, at the very least. You could do then the horror on this guy, considering he's asleep. You taunt immediately. Ah. You can do maybe that one. Try to just kill it. Well, that guy definitely killed some of his own too. In the process, in that. Definitely would have to say so. Go and freeze this guy. Then you can try to also take something from it, otherwise. Go, Alistair, you need to go and try to fight that guy especially. I don't like the fact that it's trying to ram in there. Our poor Redcliffe warriors. You can go and kill that guy next. You can definitely be just trying to kill that. Do a Curse of Mortality. And Deadly Hexes.
I shall do it.
Not you. Trying to ask myself to move a little bit. Let's try to do this when you can. And Okren, you're killing that guy, which is totally fine, I think. These guys are totally fine for the moment in time being, even though I could heal this guy a little bit. I guess you could take a small lyrium potion so we can just do some of these things against this. Poor Alistair. Can't stop it though. Right now I can't really stop it much. no matter how much I would like to go and do this. Good, it's dead. So I assume that's all. That's all she wrote.
Our Lehman sends his regards, Warden. We're trying to keep the roads clear and safe.
Good, good. Guess that Okra didn't have anything, but yeah, at least all of them survived. Not like the poor mage, the one poor mage apprentice that I let die, which wasn't really very happy at all. Yay, healing potion. I love getting all of those healing potions. Leaf mushrooms, on the other hand, I don't specifically need or require, but it's something at least. More elf roots, definitely gonna pick them all. Absolutely. That's the return path, that's the Redcliffe soldiers. One more Hurler corpse that I forgot to loot, and that's all good. Then we can continue forward. Yes. Indeed, gather our party and venture forward. But yeah, done a lot of little things at least on the way here, and it's all sorts. I think we've proceeded relatively nicely nonetheless. Then, if we can just in this episode still go and take care of all of the stuff in here, that would be pretty nice. I feel like maybe I can check the shops here too at some point, but let's go at least to the Diamond Quarter first. And of course it would be also logical then that I visit my sister, and after all it is in the same place that I'm going to be taking the medicine in. So there is that. It's no specifically good reason not to.
Well, I see what sort of company you've taken up.
I would not have voted for Balin, but I trust my mother's judgment. He may be just what Orzammar needs in these modern times.
Maybe. It's definitely plausible. Then all the daisies. Actually, I haven't checked this wall carving. House Aeducan, Shield of Orzammar. I should read it. Definitely. So, the House Aeducan, Shield of Orzammar. The Assembly has never named a Paragon with so little disagreement as there was for Paragon Aeducan. No naysayers, only a single abstention. His worthiness was unquestionable, his favor with the ancestors clear. But family rumor says that the man himself was deeply troubled, prone to fits of melancholy and self-doubt, never satisfied with his great achievements in protecting Orzammar. He died, cursing that he had not managed to save the outlying takes. Before he rose to Paragon, he was of little note. The memories tell us that he never entered a single proving, never sought to elevate his place among warrior caste. He spent most of his years prior to the First Blight fighting skirmishes in the deep roads, keeping them free from surface bandits, content to live quietly with his wife and daughters. When the Blight began, it caught Orzammar in the midst of a vicious inter-house war. Most of the warrior caste was caught up in the feuding, for as words of attacks poured in, each great house demanded that the army may be sent to defend their tyke, and no house would agree to sacrifice their own holdings for the safety of any others. The assembly was so utterly tied up with the infighting that the darkspawn spread unchecked to the gates of Orzammar herself. In the chaos, Aeducan grudgingly took command of the armies. He enlisted the aid of the mining caste. The collapse overrun passages called upon the smith caste to supply them with arms and bypass the assembly and the nobles entirely. With his leadership, Orzammar was saved from annihilation. For his insubordination, he was made Paragon, yet he always considered it a defeat. From A History of Aeducan, Paragon King Peacemaker by Scholar Kertek. So yeah, completely bypassed the logical way of doing things, or the normal way of doing things, and that was apparently
News of the hour!
Best.
All hail King Balin Aeducan! The worthiest dwarf has ascended to the throne!
Indeed, so is the case. But definitely has quite of a noble beginning, the House Aeducan, even if can be questionable the situation that it is in right now. But hey, maybe it can still be in good hands later regardless, but Yeah, the full place would have been wiped out without that guy, so that is still the truth. Truth of the matters. The guards of royals. The goddamn Warthog, who I did not like. Hey, sister.
Be careful fighting the Blight. I don't want little Endrin to grow up not knowing you.
I'll try my best of being careful about that. As such, I have more reason to keep myself alive than many others' origin stories. I actually have a sister, and she even now said that she doesn't want her little son to grow up without knowing me, which is quite something. Like, if you think about the human noble family, you have no one. The noble dwarf, well, has Balin basically, but that's a little bit complicated relationship. I guess, well, you have still some with the elf beginning stories, but not that much. Jovan is with the maid specifically. Human commoner, there wasn't a human commoner, right? There's just the mage and nobility. Like, at least right now I can't think of anything. There's alienage and then the Dalish elves for the elves and so on. So yeah, I kind of feel that there's actually the most reason to stay alive for me, at least when she said that.
Any luck, Warden? She doesn't have much time.
Yep. I'll see. I'm sure you're doing your best.
There's nothing I can do but wait. It's all but inevitable.
Well, I did get the medicine. The patient visibly relaxes. She will live. Antidote passes her lips. There you go. Condensed snoring.
She'll be up and around in no time, thanks to you.
Thanks. I'm glad I was able to help. Even though I really came to bring this medicine so goddamn late, but, well, now that I actually realized, oh yeah, I had this sort of a thing, I definitely felt the need to come and do that. Definitely did. I do wonder where the Orta might be from the Orton bloodline. Definitely don't see in here. Could say hey to Balin, I guess I will. Even though it's not like he will say anything to me, I'm pretty sure. Has a cool crown though.
There are people waiting, Warden. I must see to them.
Yes, you see the peoples. That sounds cool. I wish I would have such an easy job. Well, on the other hand, would I? Wouldn't it get be a bit boring? Just listen to people. What does a king do? Do you actually go anywhere? Do you go fight? I guess you can choose to go fight, but you don't have to. You can just lead. And just do that. All day, all night, all day long. Or forevermore. Let's see if the Orta would be here. It was said that come back possibly later. There is Orta definitely, at least.
I've been hoping you'd return to Orzammar. Oh, I have so much to tell you. The other houses repaid their debts to my house, and I had enough money to send an expedition into our old Tig. We found so many things. I kept some for you. I said I'd repay you, didn't I?
I don't think I've ever returned to her in any previous times, though. I'm glad things turned out well for you.
I could never fully repay what you've done for me. But this is a start, I hope. Walk well, and may fortune always smile on you, Grey Warden.
Thank you. Thank Gold. That's alright. I'll level up for Okren. Okren buddy. I guess I'll give you. I like this sort of nice numbers more. Sure, take one of those. I guess I'll give you the champion because it's not like I will ever get this right. Demonic spirits. Blood magic. More than blood magic. Yeah, I feel that you probably should choose the other path than the champion path then, but I'm not 100% sure. Or the thing with the dragon. I think it had to do with that dragon there. But indeed, not 100% certain. It's been quite of a long while, but I don't think I will take anything with you because it's more logical for Alistair, but I don't know. Let's take this first and foremost though, the critical strike, then at least you have it filled up completely. You have it completed. Then just this shears here, which is no importance. It's just a question where would be that one apprentice that was supposed to be in Orzammar, unless it's above ground, which is also plausible, I guess. I have no idea. I do need to go and have a look around if I can find him, because I definitely can't say I would remember anything of that. Shepherd Scribe.
I'm sorry, you'll have to bother someone else with your questions.
Thanks. Wall of memories. Have I not checked something in here?
Yes.
I guess not. On Shapers. I'll read that later. That's sure we are in the shipwreck and all that, but it's not the end of the world not to do it immediately.
And I'm off.
That indeed I was thinking that I think I've done, but
Most impressive, Warden. King Balin's ascent to his father's throne has been recorded in the memories. Is there something more I can help you with?
Nah, that's fine.
Your presence has been recorded in the memories. I wish you well.
Thanks. I'm pretty sure tonight did talk about Orzammar. There was talk about the castless, me not being nothing indeed, marked in no way before I became a warden. Now I might actually be marked in some way, but definitely there was no apprentices that I would need to be sending out. But yeah, it might be just above ground too. But I might as well check a few shops and try to look if I can see someone in here.
News of the hour. Supporters of disgraced Lord Harrowmont take to the streets. Pandemonium increases by 10%.
Okay, sure. That sounds a little bit weird, but sure. Pandemonium increases. Just a teeny tiny bit. This is gonna be a longer episode, but hey, some interesting stuff, some story stuff forward, even if also then going through these side missions and getting some equipment and all that stuff. All sort of stuff that we've done. Okay, Nug Wrangler. I'm sure I didn't have...
A trust Vala, my nug-wrangling friend.
I'm unsure if I had brought everything.
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat.
Sorry.
I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry.
Sorry, haven't seen it.
Right. Best in the trade, you know. I work the ore myself.
Indeed you do. And that can be seen even, sadly. Just make sure that there wasn't anything special. There is this one, but I don't have the coin anymore because, yeah, I did a lot of buyings of silly things even, maybe. But then the Constitution, health regeneration while exploring, armor, healing effects received. That would be helpful though. To give that ring to Alistair would be definitely very helpful to keeping him alive, especially when we don't have that much healing, so it might be worth it to try to go and get it. But it's just a questionable thing if I can really have enough stuff that I could sell. That's the problem part there. Sure, I'll sell that one. I don't need to have it. Just remove it from there. Let's remove that and that. What else though? But yeah, most of these things aren't really that valuable. I can sell these extra ones, I guess. That's fine. I need to check if this is actually gonna be better for Alistair. Probably yes. I guess I probably wouldn't be using these, but kinda don't wanna be just throwing them away. I don't remember what Vun had, but I guess something better than the Archon robes. I guess I should be selling it. But I guess I should still check it just to be on the sure side. But as such, yeah. It's a bit of a shame. I can sell that, and then these coatings and stuff like these. I don't have to be using them. If I had the money right now, it would be very nice to be able to buy it. Otherwise, I have to try to remember it for later, which is gonna be the problem part. How do I remember to come and get it later? That's an excellent question. How will I? Probably won't very easily do it, but I don't have the cash really right now. So it's unfortunate, but true. So what is the shield you were using? 6 defense. It is even shield when this is Redcliffe Elite shield. So both are Redcliffe shields. Defense same. Fatigue this takes a little bit more. Missile deflection is better on this though. Gives 1 willpower, 3 less defense, some electricity defense specifically, and then, well, I feel that I think the Eamon shield is still better, but I guess into here I could consider giving it, but not really. You're already using this one after all. Don't think I want to be selling that one especially, so sure, I guess we could even sell it, but it's a reward, so it's like difficult to consider selling something like that. But okay, try to remember that I could come and buy that ring if I really have too much cash. Now I did after all just spend some cash sillily even in some sense, but it's not the end of the world, of course.
It's hard to believe we have a king again.
I suppose the ancestors truly favor the Aedukans.
I guess they did. Guess I can visit here quickly, but yeah. Problem of having used money. Buy some stuff that we maybe wouldn't have needed to buy or shouldn't have bought.
Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of wrecking another part of my shop?
Obviously not.
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Yeah, nothing special. Thank you, but no thank you. But yeah, maybe I will come and return here when I get just a little bit of extra gold or before we go really a lot forward, but we'll see. But yeah, I don't see anything in here specifically, so I assume the apprentice must be above ground. It's not like they let anyone in here before, after all, so why would he be actually in Orzammar, the apprentice? Doesn't really make sense, after all. Doesn't really make sense. And of course we can do fine without that life-giving ring, but it is a really good ring, so...
Have you ever thought of getting yourself a husband, Morrigan? It might do you some good, you know.
Tie myself to another with bonds of servitude. It serves no purpose.
Aw, don't you want little Morrigans running around someday? The pitter-pat of little witchy feet.
You say that as if one is necessary for the other to follow. My mother needed no husband to have her daughters.
But you're no ugly old forest witch. I'm sure you can land yourself a proper husband if you just show a bit more skin.
Is that how you landed your own wife? No wonder she turned to her own sex for comfort.
Now that's just mean.
That's just mean. But you know, Morrigan is kinda like that, and, well, I'm sure Morrigan could anyways find a husband if she wanted one. No need to show even skin. Could definitely find a husband if she wanted one, but she doesn't want one, so that's the thing that is keeping her down, so to speak. Yeah, there's the apprentice. I was thinking it must be above ground. It wouldn't make sense not to be above ground.
What can I do for you?
Or here. Here.
This ought to be interesting. Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
Good day. All these people so different. He was, on the other hand, so happy to be fired by such a man. Such an amazingness. Indeed, how nice of him. How nice to be fired from the job by someone like that, and the other one was like, oh, 7 of my best weeks that I gave this man. Sure, 7 weeks, so much time. What horror that... What horror that you got fired by someone like that. 7 weeks. But okay, so what do we do next? I guess there's not too much we can do. There's just Brazilian Forest we need to be heading into. So I guess that's the only logical place we need to go. So of course we're gonna be very much in the end of the story, or at the end times to some degree if I ever come back here to go and buy that ring, but hey, it's alright even if I don't. Let's go here. There's not much to do in here though, but it's sort of nicer to get going from the campsite rather than just, well, immediately start running, so to speak. Unless I got one more backpack piece, finally, that I should have bought freaking ages ago. Could have helped a lot in everything if I did, but I didn't. But okay, so that is enough for today. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed some more of the Dragon Age Origins, and I'll see you for more next time around. So thank you for watching. Bye bye. To be continued with Kid Arusha next time in Dragon Age.